All right, so today we're diving deep into mindset.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, some seriously cool strategies for, like, boosting your positivity and effectiveness.
Okay.
All inspired by Mel Robbins.
Love it.
And don't worry, we translated everything from the original Spanish source material.
Oh, wow.
Just for you.
Awesome.
Now, this isn't about, fluffy affirmations.
Right.
We're talking actionable steps backed by research.
I like it.
In fact, we've even got a sneak peek at Mel Robbins' famous 5-second rule
Ooh, the 5-second rule.
for tackling procrastination.
Can't wait to hear about that one.
Yeah, me too. But first, let's talk gratitude.
Okay, gratitude.
It's interesting because a lot of people think gratitude is just about, like, feeling good.
Right.
But it actually has, like, a much deeper impact on your brain.
It does.
Yeah, I've tried those gratitude journals before.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll admit, I wasn't always consistent.
Yeah.
Is there something more to it than just, like, listing things you're thankful for?
Absolutely.
Okay.
When you practice gratitude regularly, you're actually rewiring your brain
Good.
through a process called neuroplasticity.
Okay.
By focusing on those positive things, you strengthen neural pathways, and it's easier for your brain to default to a more positive state.
So it's like building mental muscle memory
Exactly.
for happiness.
Yes.
I like that. I can get behind that.
And this increased positivity, not only makes you feel better overall,
Right.
but also helps you become more resilient
Oh.
in the face of challenges.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's not
Yeah.
about ignoring the tough stuff.
Right.
It's about, like, equipping yourself to handle it better.
Exactly.
I like that.
And speaking of equipping yourself,
Yes.
let's move on to our next strategy,
Okay.
meditation.
Ooh, meditation. I've tried it before.
Yeah.
But I always struggle with that whole empty your mind thing.
Mm-hmm.
It feels impossible.
Well, the good news is emptying your mind isn't actually the goal.
Oh, really?
Meditation is more about observing your thoughts. Without judgment, think of it as becoming an observer of your own mental chatter.
So it's less about, like, stopping the thoughts,
Yeah.
more about learning to detach from them?
Exactly.
Oh.
By developing this awareness, you can start to make more conscious decisions and reduce anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
You're not suppressing those thoughts. You're simply acknowledging them and letting them pass.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
It's starting to feel less like some mystical practice
Right?
and more like a practical mental tool.
It is.
I like it.
Just like training your body, training your mind takes practice.
Yeah, for sure.
And speaking of training,
Okay.
our next strategy is all about the link between physical activity
Oh, yeah.
and mental well-being.
Okay. This is where I need some extra convincing.
Right.
Some days, just the thought of going to the gym
Yeah,
feels exhausting.
I get it.
What's so powerful about moving our bodies?
Well, you don't have to hit the gym for hours to reap the benefits.
Oh, good.
Even short bursts of movement, like a brisk walk. Okay.
Or even a quick dance break can release endorphins.
Hold on. Endorphins.
Yes, what are they exactly?
Endorphins are these amazing little chemicals
Oh,
that your
yeah.
body produces that act as natural painkillers and mood elevators.
So they're the reason you feel that runner's high
Yes.
after a good workout.
Exactly. But you can get a similar effect
Oh,
from even a quick burst of activity.
interesting.
It's not just about getting physically fit.
Right.
It's about giving your brain that chemical boost.
I like that.
Right. And when you feel good, you're more likely to be productive and focused.
For sure.
Which brings us to our next strategy,
Okay.
planning your day to own your day.
Ooh, I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
Taking control instead of letting the day control me.
Yes.
Tell me more.
It all comes down to intentionality.
Okay.
The idea is to take just a few minutes each morning to prioritize your tasks and create a rough roadmap for your day.
Okay.
This simple act can bring clarity and reduce stress. It's like having a game plan. So when those inevitable curveballs come your way, you're better equipped to handle them.
It's like setting yourself up for success
Yes.
before the day even begins.
Exactly.
And it makes those unexpected challenges feel less overwhelming.
Right. And now,
Okay.
get ready for a fascinating connection.
Oh, I love it.
It's all about the gut-brain connection and how it impacts your happiness.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
My gut and my happiness are connected.
they are.
Okay, this is where things get really interesting.
It is.
Tell me everything.
Mel Robbins emphasizes this connection, and science backs it up.
Okay.
Your gut isn't just responsible for digestion.
Right.
It actually plays a huge role in your emotional well-being.
Wow.
What you eat directly impacts how you feel.
So you're telling me indulging in that extra donut this morning
Uh-huh.
might be impacting my mood right now.
It's possible.
Okay.
Think of it this way. If you're constantly fueling your body with processed foods and sugar, it's going to impact your energy levels, your mood, even your ability to think clearly.
Okay, that's making me rethink my snack choices.
Good.
But I'm all about balance, so an occasional treat is okay, right?
Absolutely. It's all about making those mindful choices
Right.
most of the time. And speaking of mindful choices,
Yes.
let's talk about spending time in nature.
Nature.
I know.
There's just something so calming and restorative about being outdoors.
I agree.
You and me both.
Studies have shown that spending time in nature, even just a short walk in a park or sitting under a tree, has a profound impact on reducing stress and boosting your mood.
It's like hitting the reset button.
Yes.
On your mind and body.
Exactly. You disconnect from the daily grind and reconnect with yourself.
I love it.
That sense of accomplishment you get from a nature walk.
Yes.
Brings us to our next strategy.
Okay.
Celebrating the small wins.
Ooh, tell me more about like the power of acknowledging those little victories.
It's all about recognizing and appreciating your progress. No matter how small, you can even keep a list of your daily achievements. Things like completing a task on time or tackling a challenging phone call.
So it's about shifting your focus from what you haven't accomplished to what you have accomplished.
Exactly. Celebrating those small wins boosts your self-esteem, keeps you motivated on your journey towards those bigger goals.
It's like giving yourself little pats on the back along the way.
I love that analogy.
I do too.
It's easy to get caught up in the big picture.
Yeah.
That we forget to appreciate the steps it takes to get there.
And that brings us to one of the most powerful mindset shifts.
Oh, yes.
Choosing your story.
Yes.
Ooh, this sounds deep.
It is.
How can we choose our own narrative?
It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose how you interpret events.
Okay.
It doesn't mean ignoring those difficulties,
Right.
but rather focusing on what you can control, your attitude and response.
It's about like reframing those negative situations into opportunities for growth.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this didn't go as planned,
Yeah.
but what can I learn from it?
Exactly. It's about asking yourself empowering questions.
Okay.
What can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become stronger and wiser?
That's a powerful shift in perspective.
It is.
And speaking of powerful connections, what's this about how connections fuel well-being?
This is about recognizing the importance of strong social connections.
Okay.
Even small acts of kindness can not only benefit others, but also boost your own happiness.
It's a win-win.
Exactly. It's all about fostering a sense of community and recognizing that we're not alone on this journey.
And now drum roll, please.
Here it is.
It's time to unpack Mel Robbins' famous 5-second rule.
Yes.
Okay, break it down for me. How does this magical rule work?
The 5-second rule is all about overcoming procrastination and taking action. When you have a positive impulse or an idea you want to act on, you simply count down from 5 and then immediately take action.
Wait, that's it?
That's it.
Just count down from 5 and go. That seems almost too simple.
But that's the beauty of it. The countdown creates a sense of urgency, and it helps you overcome that initial hesitation.
It's like tricking your brain into taking that first step.
Exactly.
I can see how this would be so helpful for those moments when you just feel stuck.
It is. The 5-second rule is a simple, but incredibly effective tool for breaking free from inertia and getting things done.
Okay, I am definitely adding this to my mental toolkit.
Good.
And it seems like this rule ties in perfectly with our next strategy.
It does. It does. It's all about understanding that you have the power to choose your actions, even when you don't feel like it.
So it's like taking control rather than letting your emotions call the shots.
You got it. This ties back to the 5-second rule because it's about recognizing those moments when you have a positive impulse and then acting on it, even if you're feeling a bit hesitant or scared.
Yeah. I love how all of these strategies seem to like connect and build on each other.
Yeah.
It's like a holistic approach to mindset change.
Exactly. It's not about finding that one quick fix. It's about creating a sustainable shift in your thinking and behavior.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
So to recap,
we've
explored 9 amazing strategies from Mel Robbins. Practicing gratitude, embracing meditation, getting moving, planning your day, nourishing your gut, connecting with nature, celebrating those small wins, choosing your story, fostering connections, and of course, the 5-second rule.
That's a great summary. And what's really cool is that these strategies are all things you can start doing today.
Yes.
You don't need any fancy equipment or expensive programs.
Right.
It's about those small, consistent changes that make a big difference.
It's about empowering yourself to take control of your mindset and ultimately, shape your own life.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And this brings us to a crucial point.
Okay.
Lasting change takes time and effort. You're not going to transform overnight.
That's such a good reminder. It's so easy to get discouraged if you don't see those instant results.
Absolutely. It's all about being patient with yourself.
Yeah.
And embracing the journey. Remember, you're essentially rewiring your brain.
Right.
And that takes consistent effort.
It's about building new habits and sticking with them even when it feels challenging.
Think of it like building a muscle.
Okay.
The more you practice these strategies, the stronger your mindset becomes.
Okay.
And as your mindset shifts, you'll start noticing positive changes in every area of your life.
Yeah, it's like a ripple effect.
Exactly.
It starts with your thoughts and then expands outwards, impacting, your actions, your relationships, your overall well-being.
Beautifully put. It all starts with that internal shift.
This deep dive has been so insightful. I feel like I have a whole new set of tools for approaching life.
Yeah.
With a more positive and effective mindset.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing exploring these strategies with you. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with something to think about.
Ooh, I love good thought-provoking question. Let's hear it.
Okay. Instead of trying to implement all 10 strategies at once, what if you chose just one to really focus on for the next week?
I like that. Choose one strategy. Dive deep into it and really pay attention to how it impacts you.
Exactly. It could be practicing gratitude,
Okay.
incorporating the 5-second rule, spending more time in nature, whatever resonates most with you. Make a conscious effort to weave it into your daily routine.
That's like running a personal experiment to see how one small shift can impact your overall well-being.
That's the idea. And I bet that even that one small change will create a ripple effect, leading to positive momentum in other areas of your life.
Wow. It's amazing how much power we truly have to shape our own mindset and ultimately our own destinies.
It really is. And remember, even if you stumble or fall back into old patterns, don't beat yourself up.
Right.
Just pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and start again.
Every day is a fresh start, a new opportunity to choose a more positive and empowered mindset.
Beautifully said. And on that inspiring note, let's wrap up our deep dive into the power of mindset. Okay, so we've talked about 9 powerful mindset strategies from Mel Robbins. Yeah.
And now it's time to unveil the 10th one.
I'm excited for this.
It feels like a perfect way to wrap up this deep dive.
It really is. The 10th strategy is all about taking ownership of your mindset.
Okay.
Recognizing that you have that power to choose how you think and feel, even when circumstances are challenging.
Yeah, it sounds like this strategy brings everything full circle.
Right.
We've talked about gratitude, meditation movement, nourishing your gut, connecting with nature, celebrating those wins, choosing your story, and the power of connection. This 10th strategy feels like the glue that holds it all together.
It is. It's about recognizing that you're not a passive passenger in your own life. You have agency. You have the ability to choose your response to any situation.
That's incredibly empowering. I think sometimes we forget that we have so much more control over our thoughts and feelings than we realize.
We do.
Yeah.
It's not always easy.
Right.
But it is a skill that you can develop with practice.
For sure.
And the more you practice it,
yeah,
the more you realize that you truly are the architect of your own experience.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
It's like we're not just living in a house we've been given,
right,
but we actually have the power to design and build our own mental home.
Exactly. And within that home, you can create spaces for gratitude, for joy, for resilience, for connection, all the things that contribute to a fulfilling life.
This has been such an incredible deep dive. I feel like I've gained a whole new perspective on what it means to have a positive and effective mindset.
Yeah.
It's not just about thinking happy thoughts.
Right.
It's about actively shaping your inner world.
Absolutely. It's about understanding that your mindset is a powerful tool that you can use to create the life you want.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's like the one key takeaway you want listeners to walk away with?
Remember this. You are not defined by your circumstances or your past.
Okay.
You have the power to choose your mindset. And in doing so, you choose your future.
That's such a powerful message. I think we all need to hear that sometimes.
We do. And remember, even when things get tough,
Yeah.
You have the strength and the resources within you to navigate those challenges and come out stronger on the other side.
Beautifully said. It's been an absolute pleasure diving deep with you today
Thank you.
and exploring these incredible strategies for shifting our mindsets.
It's been a pleasure.
To all our listeners out there, keep exploring, keep growing, and keep diving deep into the amazing world of personal development.
Until next time, keep those mindsets positive.
Yes.
And remember, you have the power to create the life you desire.